Hello, everyone, and welcome to San Diego, one of the great cities in this country, and Snapdragon Stadium, home to the Aztecs of San Diego State. But today, the site of one of the great bowls every year, the Holiday Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the James Madison Dukes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. So the James Madison Dukes offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field. But what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. And David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't find his man as he took it. Complete. Trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
Makes him talk to the hand. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Coming after him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Back to throw, it's Beck. Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Off the play fake. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Running it back, it's Y'all. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, to get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Red pass hits complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Good timing on the quick out. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Quick completion to the right. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
The Dukes have their offense in high gear. He wants to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Moss. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices. I mean, off he goes. He's at the 10. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, James Madison. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Iowa State, 10. James Madison, 7.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa State sending the offense back out. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Beck. He's got his man across the middle. Touchdown, Cyclones! Reeled it in and just made the house call. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stock farmer and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. He wants to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Makes a connection. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Quarterback checking off. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Dukes!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. And like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
14.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get...
What a snag by the defense. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29.
And if that don't light your fire, your word is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Using the quick game. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Dukes are threatening in the red zone. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, James Madison. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
He's looking to pass. Almost had the completion, just missed it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
James Madison, 20. Iowa State, 17.
Coming out with it, it's Shaw. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa State sending the offense back out. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Back to throw, it's Beck. Unloads to the wideout. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. And the Cyclones line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
After the incompletion, it's second down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On second down, wants to throw it. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. This time on target. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. They'll throw it on 1st down. They're bringing heat. That's reeled in. It's Knight. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to move it through the air. Dances away. Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge-of-your-seat type 1st half, or as they call it in this game there in San Diego, just another typical Holiday Bowl. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
The Dukes will boot it away to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit.
And he's running in the open. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
He's got his man. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Beck. It's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Gets it out quickly. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. On first down from the 13-yard line. Handoff from the gun. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Here's the handoff. Touchdown, Iowa State! And that one will put them up here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. He's going to pass. Trying to get to him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. A 3rd and long coming up here. Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Dukes want to crank the tempo. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. And the Cyclones have taken it inside the 20. Looking to throw, it's Beck. It's complete! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
On 2nd and goal, he carries again. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
31, James Madison.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes they put you in a hole. Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond. They
were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Keeps looking downfield. Fires and picked off.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation. In the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds a man in the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Beck. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And now on first down after converting with the run. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On third down, going up top. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Forced out of the pocket. Here's a throw downfield late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He'll pull it down. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. The receivers often will run their route based on the side adjustment. On fourth down, looking to pass. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they